This is life lesson 97. It's never usually as bad as you think it's going to be. How many times have we been in that position where something's cropping up and we think it's going to be bad? We blow it out of proportion in our minds, thinking it's going to be really terrible. It's going to be a nightmare. And the language you use really inflates that as well. And we find ourselves worrying about it even more because we think it's going to be bad. When it does arrive, it's usually never as bad as you think it's going to be in the first place. This is a mechanism. And this mechanism is there to protect us. It's there to manage our expectations. It's there to help us negate through life to make sure that we do the right things. And what I tend to find is if I've got something that's cropping up that I need to deal with and I think it's going to be bad, I usually ask myself the question, why am I feeling this? Usually it's because you need to be paying attention to something and you might need to make some adjustments or do something in order to make sure it goes smoothly. But usually it's never as bad as what you thought it was going to be in the first place. It's a futile way of driving ourselves mad. You think about it. How many times have you been in that position? This is going to be a nightmare. Just watch the language you use, because that's going to give you some indication to how you're going to perceive that, as opposed to it's going to be a bit of an issue. Think about that for a second. Now, there are times where it is. That's rare. If we enter these things with a rational and logical mind, we know actually it's not going to be as bad as that, but we blow it out of proportion in our mind. But once we get this concept, it's never usually going to be as bad as you think it's going to be, then we can start to use different language and we can manage that in a different way. And that's going to give us less stress in our life. Modern life is really stressful. A lot of illnesses are caused through stress. And we reframe it in a way where it's more palatable for us. We can deal with it in a different way. Because language is powerful, very powerful. It can hold a lot of weight on something. So next time you're in that situation, one, change the language you're using and change the expectation, or how can I make this a better experience? So until next time.